Hey guys, I'm Lou. In today's video I'm going to be talking about my rating system. I got this idea from Common Spence because he did this video not too long ago and I want to do some reviews, so I thought it would be a good idea for me to do it too. I'll leave his video down below. So I rate books 1 to 5 stars. On Tumblr I also rate them 1 to 10, but that's partly because for like the first year I was rating it in the 1 to 10 system, but then I realised I prefer 1 to 5. But then I felt too bad to just suddenly change it, so now I use both. That seems quite elongated. So let's work our way upwards. To me, a 1-star read means that I DNF the book. This is incredibly rare because I'm the sort of reader which will push through a book no matter what. Typically I pick up books that I do have some sort of interest in, so I do want to finish the book. In my next video I'm going to be talking about what it takes for me to DNF a book, because that's also incredibly important to me as a reader and something that I don't take lightly. 1-star read is just DNFing, and DNF stands for did not finish, by the way. For 2-star reads is just the category of where I considered to DNF a book. This also applies to books that I give 2.5 star for, but 2.5 stars tend to be more of a mixed bag. They tend to be books that have possibly 3 or 4-star elements within them, but something within that book caused me to want to DNF it. 3-star reads for me tend to be more on the average side, but if it's just bang on 3 stars, it means that it has disappointed me or underwhelmed me in some way. For me, an average is a 3.5 stars, so 3 stars is a bit like iffy, and I perhaps wouldn't recommend it to you guys. 3.5 stars are just bang on average. They're the sort of books which I would be okay in recommending if they seem to be like someone's taste, but overall they're just a bit like meh. There's nothing bad about them, but there's nothing unique or extraordinary about them. 4-star reads for me have 2 sides of the spectrum. One side is they're above average books and I do really like them, and they have some sort of unique aspect about them and like it was good, I would recommend it. But there's also the other side of 4-star reads, and they tend to be books which could have been 5-star, but due to 1 or 2 elements they weren't. 4-star ratings can also be a disappointment to me, but they would still show my love for the book. I do sometimes also give books 4.5 stars. That's rare because it usually just means there's 1 element of the book that I would change, and then it would be a 5 out of 5-star book. And then we have 5-star books. They're my all-time favourite books and I would highly recommend them, and they're the sort of books that I would gift to other people just to make them read. But I would say if you're on my Goodreads, trust my 5-star opinions more from like April 2017 onwards, because from January to about April I was not reading critically and I had just got back into reading, so I was rating pretty much everything I read 5 stars. And there are some reviews which I have lowered and I think I will continue to do so. I'm also just going to quickly go over my ratings for 3 genres: contemporary, fantasy and classics, because they have different ranges and I just want to quickly tell you about them. Contemporaries tend to be within the 3 to 5-star range. If a contemporary is a 3-star rating for me, avoid it. That basically means that there's nothing really that special about it and I was either disappointed or underwhelmed, but it's quite hard for a contemporary to be lower than 3 stars. So if I do rate a contemporary lower than 3 stars, avoid it, don't buy it. If I do rate a contemporary 5 stars, then go out and buy it right now, because it's quite hard for contemporaries to be 5 stars. They have to have quite a lot of depth to them and tackle a serious subject. For fantasy tends to be 4 to 5 stars. If a fantasy is lower than 4 stars, then it's like an average. I have rated a few fantasies 3 stars. Like I think I rated The Red Queen 3 stars. But that was on my second reread. But then Glass Sword and King's Cage were better. 5-star fantasy reads also means go out and buy it. 5-star just means go out and buy it right now. The thing is though, for classics is where it changes. For me, a really good classic is 3 stars. This is because me and classics don't really get along, so I have a lower bar for them. Although I just rated a classic 4 stars. It was The Play, A Journey's End by RC Sheriff and I absolutely loved it. But as a whole, classics tend to be 2 to 3 stars. So don't be too discouraged if a classic is 3 stars. I'm just waiting to find a classic for me. So yeah, that was my quick video. I'm not sure if you would have enjoyed this. Hopefully you'd find it informative though. I do need to like change my Goodreads description to how I rate books, but I just haven't been bothered to do so yet. Thank you for watching and clicking on this video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!